Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're joining me from in the world. I'm Melanie from Love Light Truth, and this is Finding Happiness During Lockdown series. Welcome, and thank you very much for joining me, whether on the live or the replay. Do let me know you're there, tuning in, listening. Get involved and get social. It's really nice to hear from you guys. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join me, and just like to honour you in doing so, taking time for yourself. And as always, we will start with a quick breath exercise. So I invite you to join me. If you close your eyes, and we will take 5 deep breaths, breathing right down into our stomach, allowing our abdomen to come out fully as we breathe in, and as we release each breath, we just let go of that tension, let go of that emotion, let go of that stress, everything, all the negativity that we've had building up during the day, we just let it all go. So join me now. Two more. And as we do that, we just let out all the negative energy that we hold inside us. If you have time, I always invite you to do more than 5, but for the lives, we just get together and do 5. I also ask you to think about what you're grateful for each day. So I invite you guys to create a gratitude list. 3 items each day that you're grateful for. Can be small, can be big, can be anything. It's your list, and it's whatever you are grateful for. It's just really important to remember and be grateful for everything in our life. So for me today, they seem really small things, and they can be just not even remembered, not even thought about most of the time. But for me, they're quite they're the things that I'm grateful for today, and actually they're really big, important things. So for me, my list of gratitude is food, roof over my head, and warmth, heating. Quite frankly, it's been a miserable, rainy, windy autumn day, and I'm still really hungry from Flint breastfeeding, and he's going through a growth spurt, so he's eating even more, which means I have to eat even more. And so I've been really hungry lately, so I'm really grateful that we're in a position to have food in our cupboards. On a day like this, it's miserable and cold, and it's just nice to stop and appreciate actually having a roof over our heads, that we're lucky enough to have that we're and be able to go and press a button, and click on the heating, and you have that warmth. Not everybody has that, and it's too easy to forget that in this lifetime sometimes, with everything else going on, first world problems and all that. We forget sometimes just the simple things and how important they are, and how we can just dismiss them and forget about them. So for me, my 3 things I'm grateful for today, as there is food, my home and warmth. So what's yours? What's on your list? Do let me know. It's interesting how it always changes every day, you know, different day, different things we're grateful for. Really, the day you're having can impact what you're grateful for, but it's always nice to just do that little exercise. So this week is relationship week, and every evening we've been talking about tips and bits and how to help your relationship. And tonight I wanted to talk just about how shit relationships can be. Yeah. You know, I know a lot of people that feel like that. You know, relationships are shit, it's not going anywhere, or as much as we try, it's just not, you don't feel happy, and that's all you hear. That is all you hear. You know, hell, I've been there. You know, I've had shit relationships, and you know, I've been the one sort of always moaning or complaining, you know, either to myself in my head or to friends. And you just think, well, sometimes you just think it is shit. You don't want to leave the relationship, and that brings up a whole new wealth of questions. You know, that comes down to sometimes you actually do truly love that person, and it's just that they're triggering you lots. Or you know, sometimes we don't want to leave because of fear of what's on the other side, fear of loneliness, fear of abandonment, fear of not being with someone. But anyway, that's, you know, that's another day's topic. But for tonight, I really wanted to just talk about that time when everything seems on top of you and you're just constantly bickering and moaning, and or not even, maybe you're a couple who don't even talk. You know, you don't actually have a proper conversation. Maybe you've turned into housemates, you know, and I've had that in the past. And life, and in particular the relationship, is just shit. Well, I've got news for you guys. You can change it. You can turn it around. Because the magic ingredient is that you're the ones making it shit. If you really want it to blossom, if you really want it to be amazing, you can have whatever you want. The more that you go around, I'd say either internally or externally to friends, calling your relationship shit or not good, or you know, waste of time, or any negative word that you use to describe your relationship, well, of course you're going to think it's shit, or not making you happy, not fulfilling you, because you're constantly, that's the narrative that you are creating. You're constantly calling your relationship rubbish, and therefore it's going to be, because you don't expect it to be anything better. You don't ever anticipate that it's going to be anything but shit. So I invite you all you have to do is change one thing. And I invite you to just start saying, some affirmations each day. Start changing that negative thought process into a positive one. You don't have to ask your partner. You don't have to tell them you're going to do it. They don't have to know about it at all. You can, if you want to do it together and it's a joint thing, then great. Double the amount of positivity is wonderful. But even if just silently, secretly, just test it out for a week or two, every morning when you get up, or maybe even every night when you go to sleep, whenever it is, just once a day, find a calm spot, do some breath work if you want. If you've had a lot of emotion going through your body that day, just come back, connect back to the body, connect back to the feelings, and just say out loud, preferably, or in your head if you don't want someone else to hear it, I am in a loving, giving, supportive relationship. I am in an amazing relationship. I trust that I create the most amazing relationship for my partner and I. Whatever the words are, you can choose them, you can fit them around what it is you truly want. If you want to bring more love and joy into it, use that kind of vocabulary. If it is more about trust and communication, then put those into it. That's the brilliance. You have control. You have control of what you say. You have control of what you're telling yourself that you have. And by repeating that to yourself and repeating it to the universe, you stop thinking in such a negative way. Even if at the beginning you think it's silly, and even if you think, well, it's not true. It doesn't matter if it's not true. It really doesn't, guys. Even if you've had an argument that day, you can walk away, reconnect to your body, reconnect to yourself, and remind yourself that I am in a loving, joyful, trusting, committed relationship. And whatever your sentence, your phrase, you might choose 2 or 3. Repeat them to yourself 5 to 10 times, depending how many you've got. Doesn't need to take up a whole half an hour of each day. Just a few minutes each day. Even, you could be doing it while you're brushing your teeth at night. You can be saying it in your head, looking in the mirror, and that's really powerful. But I invite you to try it. I invite you to, don't even have to tell anyone, just secretly, just try it. If you, can't think of anything to make up, you don't know what to say, message me, let me know what's going on. We can work out some positive affirmations for you, or look some up. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, so set the intention. Tell yourself you're in this amazing relationship, and see what changes. Give it a couple of weeks, and you'll start to see the magic happen. Either your feelings of negativity will disappear, and you personally will find yourself in a happier place, a more accepting place of perhaps your partner's triggers, and they won't bother you as much. Or your partner will actually change and or start to change, you know, and you can communicate better, or he's more attentive, or she leaves you alone and doesn't nag you as much, you know. It doesn't matter what it is. You'll start to see a little change, and the longer you do it, the better it gets. And then after a time, as you say it, you will believe it more, because actually you are in a loving and joyful relationship. You know, you are in a trusted, committed relationship. And the more you say it, the more you believe it, the more it is, and the more it becomes true. So, yeah, if you're in a shit relationship, stop telling yourself that. And with that, guys, I will let you go and set out your affirmations. Let me know what you're going to do. Jump on the group Love Light Truth community and let us know what it is that you're going to use as affirmations each day. And have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow. So until next time, take care. Bye.